except we understand that this is 0.5. But if you have 50 here and you click on the percentage here, it's going to format it and multiply by 100 for you. Let me do it now. I'm removing this. I want to use the one from the system. Sorry. Listen now. Because it's formatted in number, let me type another one. 50 and control 1. Let's go to number and pick percentage. See what happened. It's going to multiply by what? By 100. So note that when you want to, if you want to add percentage to something like this, you just put 0.5 here, so that when it multiply by 100, 0.5, it will when it multiply by 100, it will change to what? To 50%. Let me go to control 1 and format it as a percentage. Okay, that's 50%. That is how to use the percentage of a thing. So those are the one areas we are covering on number format. We move to the next one, which is conditional formatting. Please remember, all these classes, you need to rewatch them. But this is one of the benefits of having a virtual class. You can replay, you can rewatch. But if you miss a physical class, that is the end. But for a virtual class, you can always have fallback on the recordings. And that is one of our area of strength, whereby we make the recording available for our users or for our trainee, so that they can access and relearn. Like I advised earlier, please endeavor to leave 1 hour a day for this noble class, at least for the next 10 weeks. For the next 10 weeks, know that you are focusing on this, and you will not back down until you conquer the training. Some people will say that they don't like virtual class. And one of the problems they have is that maybe they just use online class where there is no instructor, there's nobody to talk to, there's nobody to ask questions from. But in the real sense, virtual class, not even in this kind of environment we find ourselves now, and the way technology is going, we need to imbibe the culture. What we need to add is just to add a bit of seriousness and discipline to it. And with that, we're going to catch up and do better. Now, conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is found under the Home tab. Remember, we talked about formatting here already. We have formatted, and you can do font format. All those formatting can be done here. But what about conditional formatting? Sometimes you want Excel to identify some things for you, instead of you to be doing it by yourself manually. Now, I want to see all sales below 1,000. I can come here and put it in red, so that it can be easy for me to identify. Can quickly come here and paint them. But what happens when I have a long list and I have a long and a continuous list? What will happen? It will take a lot of time from me. What can I do in that regard? I can say, okay, I can quickly select the range, go to my Home tab, click on conditional formatting, and we have different rules here. I want to highlight a cell. The first option here is highlight a cell. What kind of cell I want to highlight? I highlight a cell that is greater than so, that is less than this, or number between this, any number that is equal to this, any cell that contains something like this, highlight something. Or I want to highlight a duplicate value. I want to see if there's any number that is duplicated here, or any name that is duplicated. I can use duplicate value also. But in this case, now let's start with less than. Any number that is less than 1,000 should be highlighted. So I want to fill it with what? With light red or this. Let's use yellow and hit OK. So automatically Excel will do the justice to them and will paint it in yellow. If somebody enter that number here tomorrow and say 670, Excel will automatically pick it. So you don't need to be coming there every day to come and check when sales drops. When your sales drop, you don't need to come and check and see whether the sales has dropped or the sales has whatsoever. Excel will be doing the magic for you as long as the conditional formatting is there. Can you try that, everyone? Let's start with that. Let's try that now. Select the number, go to your Home tab, click on Conditional Formatting, and highlight the cell that is greater than 1,200. Let's format it in red. And hit OK. If you get it, type get or get it in the chat box. Get or get it in the chat box. That is the introduction to this. So we cannot build on that now. Okay, get it. Okay, good. Let's look at this. Under this place, this time around, I want to work with text. Click on Home tab. Under Conditional Formatting, click on highlight cell that contain. You can always check on all this later. Let's check. We are looking for some names. Okay, we want to see all text that contain th. And we can format it like this. Let's click on custom formatting. We can say, okay, we want the number, or it's not number itself. We want to format it like bold and 10. Okay, the size is fixed. I think okay. Bold and border. Let's add some border color, and let's add some border to it. Green border, and fill it with blue. Click OK. Have you seen now? All name that has th has been picked and captured just once. All the names that has what? th has been captured once. Very easy to use. Select again. Let me do it again. Just select your range. Press Control. Select Home tab, or you press Alt on your keyboard. When you press Alt, it will give you all these options. Press H if you take it to Home tab. Press L for conditional formatting. Then you can press H for this, top for this. So that is how to highlight cells that contain any text that you want. Cells that contain what? Put it there, and you can use conditional formatting to format your text. Now let's check for duplicates. Alt H L. Highlight cell that contain duplicate value, and hit OK. Great, there's no duplicate value here. Okay, let me change this to Daniel. You see, and let me change this to what? To Alice. Excel will pick it automatically for you. So if you want to remove the duplicate, you can go ahead and remove duplicate. You can do anything with your duplicate. Okay, so let me quickly clean. Let me clean this from here. Conditional formatting from here. I want to clear the row. You can clear row from the selected cell or from entire sheet. The same way, For data validation also, you can also claim validation also. You can come here and clear all. When you clear all validation, it will take all validation away from it, from that cell. Because I selected just one cell. That is the reason why. If you want to see, you want to remove from all the sheet, you can select the entire sheet and remove validation from all the sheet once. Clear all. Hit OK. Now, no validation again. Nothing validation again. I cannot put 1 here, 2 here. No more validation now. I've selected the entire sheet. So formatting also, you can remove content formatting by using that option there called clear all. You can clear the row. The second thing you want to look at is top 10. In analysis, when you are doing analysis, we use this often. Top 10, top 15. You want to see something below average, above average. How to format something below average, how to identify them is by using this option. Alt HL. Take you to what? Top row. We want to see the top 10. We want to identify the top 10 in the score, maybe the top 10 score in the class. Please top 10. And that is all. You can format, you can change the format if you like. You can use green. You can add border. If you like, you want to add a border, you can add automatic border. You can select the thickness of whatever you want to use. And we've made it, is it black or something? I want something that can show very well. Let's use red. Let's put red as a border. We fill it with what? With green. Or we can fill it with I want to, okay, let's just leave it like this, or light blue. So you can do the font, anything you like with the font. You can use bold and italics, and it's okay. So you can see that those cells, the top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then because some numbers are the same, these are the top 10 numbers in this group. So let's see, if you want to get the top 10%, we are only interested in what? The top 10% of HL. And we can say the top 10%. And this 10 is not fixed. You can change the 10. Top 5%, top 20%. You can change the numbers there. And it's okay. You want to see it in light red. You can see the top 20% in this range are here. Yes, you get it, Israel. The recording is available, will be available. That is how to use conditional formatting. We also use conditional formatting. So top 10, above average, below average, and so on. We also use data bar. Data bars. Let's look at what we have as data bars. Can somebody tell me what is happening here? Big data bars. Can somebody tell me what is happening here? Can you unmute and talk? Can you interpret this data bar? Can somebody unmute and talk? Or I should call a name. Agbogunleri Adeola. What can you say about this? Agbogunleri, you can unmute and talk. Or David. Hello, David. Can you interpret what is happening? Can you tell me what is happening here before I explain? By using data bar, what do we have here? It's like we are creating a bar graph in our data. And the smallest number will have the small bar. The largest number will have a long bar. Can you see the bar? The bar are based on the sizes of the text here. If I change this bar to 800, see what we have to come down. Because this is just like a bar. We use this one sometimes when you want to show like the full or whatsoever, you want to show some analysis in this format. You can let me do something here. You want to know who is having the highest score or the lowest score or whatsoever. Okay, let's leave that for now. So we use data bar to show, to create some cell, to create a bar inside the same cell that we have, so that people can see which one is the highest, the smallest, the lowest. Let's say we have five people in the class, and let me copy 5 of them. Control C. Now it's very easy to know who is having the highest score. Oh, let me remove the other ones, other formats there. Okay, let's create the bar again. Data bar. So by this you can know who is having the highest score or the highest sales, who is having the lowest sales, even without looking at the numbers. This will tell you who is having the highest or lowest. Another way by which you can get into this, when you select a cell, see option here, you can click this and let's select data bar, color bar, icon set. All these are conditional formatting. Color bars, icon set, greater than, top 10. You want to clear all. And you can also create chart, total, this, spark line, that's okay, spark line, and the rest. So that is on the data bar. We also have color scale. Color scale, unlike data bar, color scale will fill all the cell with color. But it will identify the color based on the size of the numbers. You can see the biggest number is in red, the smallest is in green. It means that the color keep coming down, 1 to 150 to this, to this, to this, and finally what? To this. So the greener is the least number. Those are the way by which we can present our data and explain data with just a color. We use conditional formatting to relate our data with colors only. Any question at that point? Oh, thank you very much. So each of the icon represent each of the number, the set of numbers inside it. While this one is 1, 2, it's showing that the arrow is up. Up. This is a bit down. It's not that straight up. It is a bit down, not straight down. Why this is down? So you can see that each icon represents the size of the number inside the cell. That is what icon set does. Then we talk about tables. Yesterday we learned some things about table yesterday. We just talk a brief thing on table, and I think that has helped us. Just press Ctrl T to create a table. And if you don't remember Ctrl T, go to Home tab Under Home tab, you see Format. Format what? As a table. You can format your data. Sorry. Under Format as table, we have Format as table here. And you can pick what kind of table you want to format it. Here you have, when your table has header, like sales, region, quarter 1, quarter 2, you check this box. But if you don't check it, Excel will believe that these are part of the text. Can you see? We now have column 1, column 2, column 3. Excel will give it a column by itself because you said your data does not have header. So when you are creating table, please always note that when your column has header, tell Excel that your column has what? Header. Control T again. So our column has header, click OK. Bam. So we have a table. And when you create a table, you have something in the table format, you have additional tab on your screen. In my own case, I have a table design. A table what? A table design. And advantage of having a table is this. When you are working with a table, let's say we have total here. Sorry. In front of, I have a total. You can see that the moment I type total, the table expanded automatically. If I say, okay, total is the sum of all the cells here, I select the 4 and I close it. Can you see? Automatically, it has filled the entire. If I had a new row here, Samson is from what? From East. You can see that the table has been added. The row, if I'm using range, if it is just a range of numbers, if I had anything here, if I want to add anything, I must come back to come and do my total again, or else my total will be wrong. Samson, nothing will happen. I can say, okay, let me say equals to sum. I sum this from here to this place, and I sum it together, and I hit OK. I already have my figure here. If I had any new number here, nothing will happen. 560, 5600, nothing will happen. But if I use table, the moment I had something, it automatically add it up to the table. If I add another one again, Janet, can you see it's part of that table automatically? So that is one of the advantages of using a table. Now, how do we work with the tables? How do you work with table when you are not, okay, as a table, when you click on the table, this table design here, the first thing you're likely to do with your table is to give your table a name. How do you give it a name? Under table design, scroll to the extreme left. Extreme left, you see table name. You can give it a name of your choice. Week, monthly, quarterly sales. Remember, there's no space. You must not put space. Quarterly sales. Now, that's the name of our table now. Our name of our table is what? It's quarterly sales. Now, if I come here and I say equals to quarterly sales, can you see that? Oh, quarterly, QRT. Can you see now? It's telling me the entire, it's showing me the entire table. It's selecting the entire table for me. If I want to call a column, if I need a column, I want to sum a column, I can just click square bracket on my keyboard. The moment I click on square bracket, can you see? It will list all my column for me. I go, okay, I want column 3. Column 3, and I can close the square bracket. If I use sum here, okay, if I click OK, can you see everything in column 3 are here? I've brought out everything in column 3. Can you try that, everyone? create the table, name the table, and call out a column name. Call out a column name. If you want to sum the name, you can put sum here in front of the equals to sum, open the bracket, and sum again, close the bracket, enter. That's the sum of what? Column 3 cells. If I add anything to column 3 cells, it will also always add it together. Currently, we have 57. If I add 3,000 here, now 60. So try it out. How do you call the name? Equals to. First thing you do is to name the table. Have you done that? Click on your table, Ctrl T, and create the table. When you create the table, finish, then go to table design and click under the table name, change the name. Change the name to quarterly sales or any name of your choice. Then that's all. Outside there, come and type equals to average or sum, average, quarterly sales, call the name. It will show the name out. Then use a square bracket. Open a square bracket. You will see the list of all your columns and select any column of your choice. Let's say total. You want to have the average of total. Close the square bracket and close your sales, your formula bracket. Hit enter. You can see the average is there. Without looking at the table, the name, we can call out the name and work with that name. Okay. Do you get that? Any question on that? Is that clear? Is it clear? Any question on that? On how to call out the name of a column? Or we can move on. If you want us to move on, just type move on in the chat box. Move on in the chat box. If you want us to move on, just type move on in the chat box. If you want me to wait, type wait in the chat box. If you are practicing and you want us to wait.